Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a super ridiculously high requested video for my channel, and that is the comparison of the Louis Vuitton GM, MM, and PM agenda. You guys know from my videos in past that I had done a review in depth on both the PM and the MM agenda. I will link those down below in case you guys have not watched it. And I do have the video finally coming up for my GM agenda because I had switched things around as to how I was using it, and thought I would give you an in-depth tour, if you will, on how things are going to be going now. If you like this video while you are watching it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you are someone that loves fashion, if you want outfit inspiration and style tips from a personal stylist, if you want beauty videos, vlogs, and just fun lifestyle-oriented things, then please make sure that you also hit that little red subscribe button. I post weekly videos, and I think I'm gonna start upping my game and maybe posting twice a week. We'll see. I will also link all of my social handles somewhere up here. It is just my name, Christy Russell. You guys can come hang out with me. Let's interact and chat off YouTube as well. The reason I had gotten a Louis Vuitton PM, MM, and GM agenda is because, let's be real, planner nerd alert. Planner nerd alert. Really honestly wanted an agenda to invest in, and really found uses for all three of them quite readily, and they are all three ones that I use on a daily basis. I wanted to make this video for those of you that might be looking into a Louis Vuitton agenda as your first time investment, or perhaps you just don't know which size might be the best fit for your life. All of the Louis Vuitton agendas that are available also fit Filofax sizing for paper, which was a huge win if you're looking for different kinds of inserts for these agendas. I know that even for myself, as much as I love Louis Vuitton, I really hate their inserts. I just do. I don't like them. I don't think they're pretty. And I didn't find at the time when I had first invested in these that they just didn't give me the space that I wanted to write in them or the creativity that I wanted with them. So I had used Filofax inserts, and more recently have turned to Etsy for a lot of the things that I put in my agendas. So if you are looking for a Filofax comparison, the PM is the same size as the Filofax Pocket. The MM is the same size as the Filofax Personal Size, and the Louis Vuitton GM is the same size as the Filofax A5. You will see from all three of these that there's obviously a huge size range and gap between the three of them, so there's the size comparison of all three. The PM out of all of them is obviously, which is the smallest one, is the most compact and most versatile in terms of bringing it with you on the go. This little baby will fit with you in literally anything. This goes in all of my Louis Vuitton bags, all of my clutches if it's more oversized. It will fit into everything and go with me on the go. This one in particular I use for to-do lists, things I need on the go, or if I have sporadic ideas I need to jot down, I will put it in here, along with a litany of other things. I am going to do an updated review because I have changed things around in here, but if you want to see what I have been using it for in past, like I said, I will link that video down below. Once use it for something other than agenda, I have used it as a wallet. I know others have as well, and I found it so amazing for that when I was using this as a wallet up until I got my Louis Vuitton wallet that I use now. People use it as travel journals, they use it as bullet point journaling, or they just use it as a regular agenda if they're more minimalistic in what they want to write down and use things at a glance, because the rings in this are incredibly small, so it really doesn't fit a lot of content inside of this. If you start using some of the Filofax inserts, like I've got one of the envelope toppings here for receipts and stuff, these inserts from Filofax take up a lot of room because they're a little bit bulky, so I find you can only get 3 or 4 of them in there, and then that thing will be kind of full. So if you're using it for a wallet or something, then that's sort of what you'll use it for. But it is great as a little compact on the go starter agenda. This is what I had begun with when I first invested in a Louis Vuitton agenda, and these ones, even if you buy them pre-loved, tend to be in really good condition, solely because a lot of people invest in this first and then quickly find out that maybe it's not right in terms of the sizing for them. They want more room to write things down, which was my case as well. So this one I had bought on eBay, oh my gosh, probably almost 10 years ago. And it stayed in really good condition. I look after it really well. And that's what I like about these agendas, is that you definitely get your money's worth because they're a great quality. Now, the one thing I will mention about this agenda is that a lot of people have a hard time finding a pen to go on the inside, oops, flap here. And I will say I did have the hardest time originally with that as well. I do have a pen for this. I cannot find it for the life of me, but I use a Zebra mini pen. They come in two colors. One is a silver and one is a mixed metal of silver and gold. I will put the link for it down below. You can find them on Amazon and a couple other websites as well. Although if you want something that's a little bit more luxury, then Tiffany pens also fit in here. The next agenda is the Louis Vuitton MM, and this little baby is one I use all the time. You will have seen in my last video that this was my agenda for last year, and I'm gonna be real with you, I have like gigantor size writing. I initially used this last year for a lot of decorating and like inspiration and like just creative vibes in addition to keeping track of my schedule in here. I do put things in my phone as well, but I am a paper and pen gal, and this is just what I prefer, is writing things down. Part of the reason why I had chosen the MM for things like that is that this is big enough that it would accommodate my writing, but it was also small enough that I could still get it in a lot of my purses, excuse me. So this barely fits the Pochette Métis. If you want a little comparison, it has to go in like the inside slot there. And it will also go in obviously some of your oversized bags, and because the rings are a little bit larger, it also fits more paper in here, and it just allows you to like insert a little bit more about your life into this agenda. I do use this now for solely personal reasons within this agenda. So again, I'm going to do an updated refresh video on how I now use it, but if you want to see how I had organized it before, I will link that video down below. The other nice thing about this agenda is it accommodates a regular pen, so you don't need to go buy any specialty pens for it. The canvas is that they're so incredibly durable. Like, I am not someone that is gentle with my belongings in terms of luxury products. If I invest in something luxury, I expect it to hold up. So this gets whipped around all over the place. And yeah, I really, really love it. And again, this is the personal size for the Filofax, and that is the size you'd be looking for if you go searching on Etsy, if you're looking for additional inserts, dividers, dashboards, etc., etc. So as I mentioned, I use this now for more personal use, to-do lists, like books I want to read. I keep track of like anniversaries and birthdays and things like that in here. Things I need to do personally for myself. I also I'll review all of it with you. Don't worry, the video is coming. It's coming. Louis Vuitton GM. And this is now my day-to-day planner. And the reason I upgraded was because, like I said, I have ginormous writing. No shame, no shame. And I wanted to upgrade to this one because I basically live in my car. I'm constantly traveling from place to place, client to client, and as much as I loved having my personal agenda with me, I found that I was starting to glance at my phone more often because I was constantly on the go and didn't have time to write everything down all the time. But I was finding myself scattered on days that I was working from home and doing my articles or blog posts or videos even, and needed better ways to organize my time and my day. So I have now started using this for work, all of my work to-do lists, and organizing my schedule in like a calendar format and appointment sheet calendar format, and have started putting all of my like blog and YouTube ideas and things like that in here. Anything that has to do with work goes in this Bible. Now, this is one that I don't recommend necessarily carrying around because the bigger the agenda, the more stuff it fits, and the more stuff it fits, the heavier she gets. So I would say that this can run about a pound depending on how much stuff you put in here. Again, this is the A5 for the Filofax size, but I do love this agenda. I love that I don't feel pressed for having to make sure I write the most minimal amount to make sure everything fits in here. I can get as large and in charge as I want with my writing and my calendar and write everything I need to do without worrying about being crammed for space. So that was why I upgraded to this one, and because, as I said, I'm constantly referencing my phone most often on the go, this one I leave home, I slap it on my desk here most days, and I will open it up when I'm in front of my computer doing my videos or editing or emailing clients or whatever the case may be, and everything gets organized in here. This is like my work Bible. I cannot live without this. I will show you how I now organize this. I will have this video up regarding this specific agenda and how I organize my time within 2 weeks. Maybe we'll do a plan with me together. What do you guys think? If you guys want to see a plan with me video, then comment down below. Let me know. I'd be happy to show you that. What I had used this for in past, just so you know, was for journaling. That was why I didn't really show the video on this, was because I liked that this was so large and oversized prior, so I had bought some Tomo River paper, which is the paper you find in Hobonichis, and I was using it to paint and color on and journal and things like that, and I found it difficult to show that in a video because it's so personal. So that was why I'd never done a review on this one, but now that it's more work related, I will definitely show you everything I got in here. So I just want to show you the width of each agenda. You'll see that the GM and the MM are about comparable in terms of girth. I would say that my MM right now on camera is looking a little bit thicker, only because I have a little bit more stored in here. And my GM, just because it's actually really quite big, I just don't have as much paper in there, which you'll be able to see. So that's why it's not quite as large looking. And the PM, you'll be able to see, fits very little in there. So like I said, if you are a bullet journal kind of person, or a very like month at a glance kind of individual, instead of writing really detailed notes down day to day, this is probably going to be absolutely perfect for you. And if you guys want to see how I used to use this as a wallet, then please comment down below, let me know. I can easily put that together for you and show you how that worked, because honestly it was one of my favorite ways to use this agenda. I found it so frickin' handy. If you're worried about making the investment with the Louis Vuitton agendas, because they can be quite pricey, you can definitely source places like eBay, Vestiaire Collective. You can look at porterluxury.com or porter.com. Most like online luxury pre-loved retailers will carry these types of agendas, and that's a really great way to get into the Louis Vuitton agendas, to just try them out. There are so many men and women that are just have the best ideas for decorating their agendas. A group that I'm a part of is called the Louis Vuitton Planner Party. You can Google it on Facebook. It is a private group, so you have to ask for access, but it is so much fun, and some of the stuff that these women and men come up with in terms of how they coordinate their agendas give me so much inspo. It's unbelievable. And there's also some great Facebook groups. One is called Louis Vuitton Buy Chat Sell, and it's great not only to buy pre-loved Louis Vuitton items, but also if you are someone that is looking into an eBay seller and you're not sure whether it's authentic or not, then you can easily take that picture or listing, post it in that group, and there are so many people that know how to authenticate those things, and you will get an immediate answer as to whether it's legit or it's a faux pas and you need to pass. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope that some of you found that helpful in terms of navigating maybe your first agenda, or just wanting a comparison in general for all of those beauties that I showed you. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I would really, really appreciate it. And please don't forget to subscribe if you love planning videos, fashion, beauty reviews, and just some vlogs thrown in there every now and then, because why not? I would love to have you join this community and this family, so please don't forget to subscribe. And other than that, guys, I love you from the bottom of my heart. I hope you have a fabulous week, and I will be back very soon with a new video. Mwah. See you soon.